Before we move into this transmission, it has come to my attention that of all the viewers to this channel, only 55% have subscribed. So if my offerings resonate with you, please like, subscribe, and share them with others. Your support helps me continue spreading healing wisdom and awakening energy across the planet, restoring truth, one awakened heart at a time. There is such a deeper, more beautiful, more expansive connection that we can connect with here today. And I'd like to bring us all to that place where we can, it's palpable, where you can feel the connection with your higher self, the divine, the galactics, whoever you feel drawn to. So let's, as we move into the group healing, set that as our intention today. We don't need to feel to know and receive benefit from connection, but let's intend that today and ask to really be able to feel in our hearts how deeply loved we are, how deeply connected we are, to relieve our minds and our egos from the separation concept that isn't true. So as we move into this group healing with that beautiful intention set, we're going to take some deep breaths. You might even want to put your hand on your heart. Just take some deep breaths deep into the belly and exhale, allowing the out breath to be longer than the in breath. And another deep breath, coming fully into the present, feeling the weight of your body on the chair that you're sitting upon, allowing yourself to be supported, not only by the chair, but allow this to be a metaphor for how supported you are, that we all are, by beautiful light beings and the great central sun, the galactics, whomever you feel close to. Call upon them right now as you feel the weight of your body on the chair and the breath coming into the body and exhaling. Call upon your favorite avatar, angels, galactics, whomever, your higher self. And with your hand on your heart and breathing deeply into the body, ask them to make themselves more known to you. Ask them to open your heart to their love, to their support. Allow your body, instruct your body to be open, to receive, telling your heart and your body, your psyche, that it's safe to feel love. It's safe to be loved. Now, as you breathe in again, you just feel your heart expand. It is said that the toroidal field of our heart, the energy that your heart exudes, reaches out 5 miles from you. Imagine that occurring now, seeing the energy of your heart expanding. Maybe in the beginning you can only picture it expanding a foot or 2 outside your body. But now connected with yourself, your trueness, your true self. Each time you breathe in, the energy of your heart expands even wider and wider and wider. And here, even as the group, as our hearts expand, feel the beauty of the connection of all of us here. the beauty of the peace and the presence of the love of our hearts joining together. Take a deep breath. Just rest here in the stillness. And then feeling your heart expanding even more wider to outside of your home, outside of the area that you live in, to the expanse even of the width and breadth of the city that you live in. This is the bigness and the power of you. And it's in this moment, in this expanded moment, where your avatar is making itself known to you. You might feel its presence standing behind your shoulder. You might feel it standing in front of you, or you might feel its love and its joy opening up that heart of yours. And its voice is telling you, now is your time. Yes, now is the time that you've been waiting for. Now is the time to let go. For what happened in the past is no longer a place to hold service to you in your life anymore. Be courageous enough to release it, to let it go and blow it away in the ethers of time. In fact, you might want to invite them now to help you see the traumas, the mistreatment, the stories you told yourself, the unworthiness, the grief, the abandonment, the loss. Take a deep breath, and with your avatar, just blow it out into the ethers of time to be transmuted and transformed into the all that is. And then just come back to your heart and feel the stillness of the present moment. Let your mind be rewired now. The brain itself is the first thing that they want to do. So we have some very benevolent galactics here, whether you feel connected with the galactics or not. They have been very instrumental in our ascension process. They're here in great numbers, actually. The Galactic Federation, the Galactic Family of Light. I mean, it's Arcturians, Andromedans, Pleiadians, Orions. The Federation itself is this organization that has been set in place over eons of time to maintain and foster peace in the universe. So these same benevolent beings now are going to work through me, through you, as you, and rewiring the neural pathways of the brain. But as we know, these same neurons, neurotransmissions occur within the heart. So, and okay, they want to work on all three brains, the emotional brain as well. So take a deep breath into that belly as we connect not just with the cranial brain, the heart brain, but also the gut brain. I'm going to bring these into balance today. Knowing that, being in this present moment, that there's nothing else that exists. There's nothing to hold on to. Nothing to hold on to as the brilliant being of light that you are. And we know that when we can become relaxed in this relaxed state, the body is able then to release. So allow the peace of these benevolent beings that are here to assist today to fall upon you like warm honey falling from the sun, coming down and drenching you, coming down through your auric field, through your central core. It's beautiful, benevolent, golden light falling like warm honey down through your body, through your auric field, through your central core, from head to toe. And it's in this place of peace where we now open our hearts in complete trust to the divine beings that are here to assist today as they start in the emotional brain of the body. This is going to be powerful. They're looking at, there are 3 spots within your emotional body. We're looking at the gut brain right now. There are 3 very significant places that have been tied to, if you will, past stories, the unworthiness, the playing small, the grief and abandonment, the loss. They are actually bringing you a message of being honored today for having taken on this role, because you are a very vital and magnificently effective part of the evolution of humanity. When you previously talked about this being your emotion or that of the collective, know that it is all one. And as you rise above, as you release, as you heal, you do that for the collective. So again, the honoring and dubbing you into this family of light. And again, reassuring within you, this is not for naught. This is not for no reason. The bigger picture is much larger than you have been able to up until now see and know. So again, in gratitude, they come to those 3 spots within the gut brain, and they are plucking them almost like pulling weeds out of a garden. Because your emotional brain, they do want you to see as a garden, because as it flourishes, we allow it to flourish by, of course, tending to it. And so they are doing that for you now by raking the old leaves, by pulling these 3 weeds up out of the ground. Let me see what these 3 points are. Loneliness, grief, and these are all based on stories that you've told yourself about yourself and the collective, of course. But the 3rd one is separation. Ooh, the feeling of separation, feeling so I'm doing this all by myself. So allow them now, as you open up that gut brain, allow them now to pull those weeds. You might even want to go in and help them. See these 3, they look like very large carrots with carrot tops. Pull them up and out along with these benevolent beings here. And as you do, you'll feel your belly expand. Feel the emotional brain of the body, that gut that gets tied in knots. Allow that to expand now as you see the weeds being pulled up out of the ground. That was on an emotional level. On a physical level, they're actually working with the neurotransmitters in the gut brain, unplugging some and plugging in new ones. Unplugging the old stories, plugging it into new sources of joy, peace, and love. There's also an unforgiveness in here. So it is combined with one of the carrots that we're pulling up out of the ground, the metaphorical carrots that we're pulling up, forgiveness of self, for you have taken on so much shame and guilt. Oof, big time. Allow now the truth to be known to you, that in the eyes of the divine, when they gaze upon you, all they see is your innocence and your beauty and your purity. Shame and guilt are not words in our vocabulary. Or as you came to earth in this agreement, you just agreed to have a human experience as us, as a projection of us on the earth. You just wanted to experience, and so you are. And so then you have duality, and you have this right and the wrong and the good and the bad, and this shouldn't have happened and that shouldn't have happened, but all is as it should have been, otherwise it would have been different. So allow that truth to penetrate deep into that emotional brain of the body. and allow the shame and guilt to be no more, for in truth, they do not exist. It's something you've conjured up in your own mind because you look for answers. Huh. Everything must have a meaning. How does this work? Why does this work? How did this happen? Why did that happen? And so allow the ego to rest in each present moment. Bring yourself to the present moment. All is well. All is okay. Everything is as it should be. And in this moment, and in my strength and in my power, I lay down shame and guilt, no longer to be in my life stream. As they continue to rewire the emotional brain of the body, take a deep breath, deep into that solar plexus, deep into that belly, collecting the old and exhaling. Another deep breath down into your solar plexus. And as you breathe deep in, collect all of the old, and on the exhale, allow it to go. And then one more time, that deep breath down into the gut brain, picking up the old magnetically. Allow your breath to feel like a magnet, picking up the old and then letting it go. Beautiful. That was good release. Good job. Good job. Good job. Some of you have tears. Some of you are crying tears of joy. Some of you are crying tears of the sadness of letting go of the old you. Some of you feel like laughing. Go ahead and laugh. All of that is a beautiful release, a yawn, a cough. Good job. Feels good. They're bringing in a beam of golden light, representative of your power. This is your power center, after all. Thank the beings that were here for rewiring and for that beautiful release. And now as we move up to the heart, oh, there's so much grief, so much loss, feelings of being abandoned, mistreatment, pain, which have all kept you feeling so small, all of which kept you feeling not good enough, not as good as your neighbor, measuring, comparing. Not so wise was that to have those feelings of comparison. So the greatest thing that you can do to stop comparing the self is coming here, coming home to the temple that resides within your heart, as your heart. And together, we're going to light the flame within your personal temple right now as you go into your heart. Picture a temple there. It can look however you want it to look. It can be large and gold, or it can be small like a cottage, decorated beautifully, maybe with the finest silks and the finest linens and rubies. And this is the truth of your heart. Beauty, peace, balance, abundance, richness, glory. So now that you've created your temple, imagine there maybe a candle, if you will, and you see it light, and there's this beautiful flame. Breathe into that and look into that. Be one with that beautiful flame, for it's the truth and the light of you. And as you do, you rest there while we rewire the neurotransmissions of your human heart to help you be relieved of your pain and your suffering, your grief and your loss, the weight of simply being human. We know the difficulties that you have encountered, for we are there with you. For you are never alone. We also are part of the collective, you know. Sometimes you picture yourself as being part of the human collective, but you must also know that we, as part of your universal concept of not just humanity, but the all that is, all beings. We also are part of your collective. We are here to help and uplift, not to rescue, for you can only rescue yourself from yourself. But this is what this process is a part of today. Take a deep breath. As you sit still in the flame that is you, within your temple, within your heart, we are weaving together a beautiful tapestry, for you have had this tapestry as a beautiful metaphor of your life stream, your soul's experiences, past, present, and future, and other dimensions, planes of existence. But there have been some holes that have occurred. You've allowed the moths to come and eat away at the threads of your tapestry. Allow us now to repair, to reweave the tapestry of your life stream, to cover over, to make anew the weight that you've so carried. And as we reweave this, we help us lift. Feel the weight of your heart, the pain, the grief, the loss, your suffering, feeling downtrodden, feeling alone. Allow it all to go into the flame, one by one. Put all of your suffering into the flame. As we continue to weave your tapestry, and we are joining with your higher self now, so allow your consciousness to join with us as we create something anew for you. For you know these times are of great import and present great change to you. This is the time to rewrite, rewire, fashion this tapestry of your life. So as you are here with us, helping us to create this new tapestry, allow the weaving to create a beautiful picture of what your life now looks like as it is presented in the fifth dimension and higher. And many of you believe that you will just go to the fifth dimension. It's much higher than that, much greater than that, deeper than that, and richer than that. So do not allow your mind and your psyche to believe and stop at the fifth dimension, for there is so much more, greater, higher, richer available to you. And as you reach the fifth dimension, knowing that there's another rung on the ladder, and that will be the next step. That will be the next up leveling of humanity, the planet, and the collective. The opening is beautiful, is it not? As we finish up creating this new tapestry now for you, we've corrected and filled in all of the moth holes that were created from your old stories, from the past, even from the ancestors, eons and eons of time. For if you indeed are pieces and parts of God, of us, then are you not and have you not been all things? And it's in that knowing that we create this new tapestry for peace on earth, for health on all levels, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, not only for self, but for the all. For as you step on the next rung of the ladder, so does the beauty spread, emanating from that light, from that flame within your heart's temple. Feels good, no? All right, a little bit of rewiring there, energetically rewiring, allowing no more the depth of the old stories to infiltrate the beauty of this new tapestry within the temple that we created for your life. And yes, as a human being, as a your ego, of course, will suffer. You're still living on a planet of duality. You still have the ego, which, by the way, is quite helpful. Sometimes you need it, but allow the emotions of it to no longer overtake, and take it by the hand and give it what it needs and allow it to sit. So when you feel deep, deep emotions like tugging at you, like a little dog needing to be fed, give it what it needs. Give it a hug, give it a love, tell it it's safe. But tell it also that you have there's work to be done, and that it can sit quietly by your side, that it's safe. And then you get on with life. You get on with love. You get on with creation. Or you indeed are the creator of your life. I know you know that in your mind, you know. Cognitively, it's easy to say, I am the creator of my life. But the emotions of the heart often stand in the way of that creation. Again, because of your stories, because of your belief systems, because of the past influences of religion and control, government and control. So in this moment, in these times, it's important to come here to the temple and feel the grandness and the beauty that is you, joined here with us, and the expansiveness of your heart, reaching out 5 miles. How will you affect the collective? What are the emotions of your heart that you're radiating out 5 miles from your core? How will you influence this ascension? Will you be the healthy cell? Or will you be the cell that everyone else is dragging along with you in this body of Christ, in this body of love that we are? Decide. Take that up. Pick that up and let that be the staff that you carry through your life. Be the beacon of love. Be the beacon of light. Be the beacon of health. Be the beacon of sacredness. For you are sacred. Own that. Beautiful. So you've created your tapestry. You have your light lit within your temple. We've released everything into the flame of eternity. And now we move up to the cranial brain. Here we see neural pathways that have been forged through time, through your belief systems, with your emotions, your experiences, all woven together, have woven together a beautiful story of who you are, who you think you are. Intend right now with us then to unplug some old wiring, some old thought processes, because many of you you struggle with those ruminating thoughts over and over, same thoughts every day that aren't uplifting to you and aren't projecting a wonderful, new, joyful, healthy life stream for yourself. So intend with us now as we unplug the old neurons from the firing neurons. We're going to unplug, almost like unplugging a plug from a socket. We're going to find a new socket, plug it into there, and that one's labeled joy. We're going to take out an old one of worry and concern, and we're going to plug into a new one called freedom. We're going to take the old one of sadness or aloneness or depression. We're going to unplug that one and plug it into peace. Oof. And we're going to speak now over the brain, the moment, the present. We're just going to be here now in the present. And while you're here in the present, see any other plugs that you have plugged into the wrong sockets. Find it now. Find them now. Unplug them. And plug them into a new socket, labeled whatever you want it to be labeled. Now we're going to do an infinity sign over the brain, which is going to balance the left side and the right side of the brain, the hemispheres, starting at the forehead, going over the left, and then coming together in the middle, going over the right. This beautiful infinity sign horizontally over the forehead, and then we're going to move over the top of the head, the crown, uniting the two hemispheres. coming to the back of the head, to the base of the brain, again, continuing this infinity sign, bringing soothing. There we go. And this is also assisting with the rewiring, balancing thoughts. Yeah. And then coming back up the top of the head and back over the forehead, continuing with the infinity sign. And this sign, this symbol, works on a much deeper level than we could even articulate to you. But be assured that it has done the work that is needed to be done to bring the balance, to bring the peace, to bring the joy, to settle the thought processes of old and allowing the rewiring of the new. Beautiful. There we go. Now we're going to do a vertical infinity sign from the gut brain through the intersecting at the heart, coming up to the cranial brain, crossing over the heart again, coming down, and continuing this in complete joy and peace and love for you. Now with you, with an expanded heart, with cleared, the emotional brain being cleared, the heart brain being cleared and lit from within, and the cranial brain having come into balance now. Again, we reiterate to you how much we honor you, love you, and cherish you. And you might often miss home. You miss being home. We want to let you know that we miss you as well, but we're always right here. And so it is. I would imagine that after today, you're going to start noticing some changes in yourself. You might even want to drink a lot of water today, because this was really big. This was powerful. I had no idea that we're going to work on all three brains of the body. So do what your body needs today. If you need to relax, relax. But drink a lot of water, take a hot salt bath or a foot soak with Epsom salt. Spend time in the sun and allow your body and your psyche to integrate. And I'll see you again next time. Lots of love.